Welcome to the Teenage Mutant Fight Club podcast. Buckle up, everybody, because this week we're taking you on a wild journey.
That's right. We're diving deep into two flash fiction stories that are jam-packed with everything you could want. Teen heroes, underdog outcasts. Oh, and did I mention blockbuster-style action?
Absolutely. It's all about those captivating stories you can't put down. You know, the ones that keep you on the edge of your seat and leave you wanting more? And that's exactly what we're serving up today.
We've got two very unique stories to unpack, both filled with intense situations.
Okay, so first up we have the Witchloaf War. And right away, we're thrown into this really cool setting.
Oh yeah, a magical bakery run by, get this, two orphaned sisters.
And not just any bakery.
No, definitely not your average bakery. This one has a secret weapon, a magical oven. It's called a Balefire, and it's been passed down through generations of their family.
But there's a catch, isn't there? These sisters, they're facing eviction.
Yeah, they've got this greedy landlord breathing down their necks, wants that rent money, and he's not afraid to kick them out of their home.
Talk about pressure.
Yes.
So how do they handle this? Well, they get creative. They turn to their grandmother's old recipe book.
Not just any recipe book. It's filled with all sorts of interesting things. One recipe in particular catches their eye. It's called the Hedgewitch's humbling pie.
And the ingredients, they're not your typical flour and sugar.
Things like tears of frustration and even a raven's feather for cleverness.
Wow. Okay, so picture this. They bake this pie, but they don't just bake it, they shape it.
You guessed it, into the spitting image of their landlord.
And then, as the sun sets, he takes a bite.
And let's just say, things get a little transformative.
It's like poetic justice served up on a silver platter, or should I say a pie tin.
So what happens? Well, he doesn't just shrink, he turns into a squirrel. And not just any squirrel, a very flustered, very round one at that.
And this is where the story gets really interesting. They realize they have this power. They can use their baking and their magic to fight back against anyone who tries to mess with them.
Exactly. They start thinking about new recipes, maybe a warty toad pie for the tax collector.
Or how about a flock of gossiping magpies for those nosy neighbors?
It's brilliant. They're taking control, you know? They're not just victims anymore. They're using their heritage, their skills, and a touch of magic to protect what's theirs.
I love that. So the story ends with this really powerful image. The Balefire's flickering shadows on the wall. They start to look like witches and warriors.
It's symbolic, isn't it? They see themselves in a new light. They're not just bakers, they're protectors.
And it makes you wonder, what other battles are they going to face? What kind of courage does it take to stand up for what you believe in, even when it seems like the odds are stacked against you?
That's the beauty of these flash fiction stories. They leave you thinking. They show you that even ordinary people can have extraordinary strength when they tap into their heritage and their passions.
All right, ready for a change of scenery? Our second story, Dune Lords, takes us to a completely different world.
Buckle up. We're headed to the desert.
Imagine this. A vast, unforgiving landscape where the wind whispers secrets.
But today, the wind isn't whispering, it's howling a warning.
And our main character, Amani, she feels it.
There's a prickling on her skin, a tremor in her bones. Something isn't right.
But her brother, Tariq, he's busy. He's too focused on his sand patterns to notice the danger.
Until Amani grabs his attention, she's adamant. This isn't just a storm, it's something far worse.
And then the stories come rushing back. Legends of sand wraiths, these terrifying creatures born from the desert's anger.
Creatures that leave a trail of destruction in their wake. Lost villages buried beneath an unstoppable force.
The adults, they panic, they flee. But Amani and Tariq, they can't. They're the last hope.
And that's when we discover their secret. They have this ancient power passed down through their bloodline, a connection to the sand itself.
So the sand wraith appears.
It's this monstrous tower of swirling dust and jagged teeth with glowing eyes that pierce the darkness.
Amani, she reacts instinctively. The sand swirls around her, forming a shield.
But it's not enough. The sand wraith, it lets out a roar that shatters her defenses.
And in that moment, something clicks. Amani remembers the stories of her ancestors, how they used the dunes themselves as weapons.
It's like a light bulb goes off. She digs deeper, feels the power of the desert, and commands the sand to rise.
Huge pillars of sand erupt from the ground, sharp and unforgiving, aimed right at the sand wraith.
It's an incredible display of power and strategy. She's using the environment, her heritage, to fight back against this seemingly invincible creature.
And what happens? The sand wraith, it's impaled, crushed, and then it's gone. Just like that, reduced to dust.
Tariq, he's speechless. All he can say is, you. You commanded the sand.
He's witnessing his sister's true potential, this power that's always been there but now awakened in a moment of crisis.
And with that power comes responsibility. They are the Dune Lords, protectors of their village, guardians of the desert.
Forced to grow up in an instant, to face their fears and embrace their destiny. It's a powerful message about the resilience of the human spirit, especially in the face of extraordinary challenges.
So when we look at both of these stories, we see these young characters who are thrust into these really intense situations.
But they don't give up. They find strength in their heritage, their skills, their connection to something bigger than themselves.
They utilize unconventional resources, the magic of baking, the power of the sand, and they turn those into weapons against oppression, against fear, against the impossible.
It makes you think, what resources do we have in our own lives that we haven't fully tapped into? What hidden talents or knowledge might we possess that could help us overcome our own challenges?
It's a reminder that sometimes the answers are right in front of us, hidden in plain sight.
It's about looking beyond the surface, embracing our heritage, and finding the courage to fight for what we believe in.
Even if that means baking a pie that turns a greedy landlord into a squirrel.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Teenage Mutant Fight Club podcast. We hope you enjoyed these stories. If you did, hit that rate button and follow the show for more captivating journeys into the world of flash fiction.